Well, not seen on video yesterday because I didn't make an effort to record it. I made a cold starting attempt on this Tiger Cub after about a week, and all I did with it is I just turned the fuel on and waited a moment so that I knew that the float chamber had filled itself to its normal working height. Gave it 3 kicks and it just caught and started, and it did so in such a way it felt like it was just a little weak, and perhaps a couple of jabs of the tickler might have helped it a little. But I think when I tickle the float chamber until fuel flows out, I think that's too much for it and it overwhelms it with fuel. So what I'm going to try and do now, out of interest, is turn the fuel on, wait a moment, and then 3 or 4 little jabs of the tickler, and then I'm going to try it and see what, if anything, might happen. Right, I've just turned the fuel on, so just wait a moment. Let it find its own level if it needs to. Right, now yesterday, like I say, I just went ahead and kick-started it and it caught just on the 3rd kick. So today I'm just going to try a couple of jabs, ooh, those jabs of the tickler, and see what happens. Once again, we're going through quite a cold period. We've had frosts in the mornings. This is late afternoon going into evening now, so the bite is stone cold. Trust me. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, while that doesn't make me look like a magician, I can live with and accept that. That was 4 jabs on tickler, but it actually took more kicks to start today than what it did yesterday without. I knew it would do that. Not my butt. Anyway, for those who have seen, I've only been out on this a couple of times. I've filmed both rides that I've had on this. I've only done a few miles on it. It's obviously got the 17 into 54 tooth arrangement on the sprockets, which is exactly the same as my Scrambles Cub replica. But I dug this out, I found this. That's a 48 tooth rear wheel sprocket, and I'm going to fit that instead of the 54, because this one will definitely have the power to take this, no problem at all, having a high compression piston and a high lift cam and whatnot. And this would see us able to reach the other side of 70 mile an hour quite easily if I felt a little bit cruel. So I'm going to put this on just for a more relaxed ride, rather than have 50 miles an hour as a sort of top cruising speed. This should stick another 10 miles an hour or so on it. Other jobs I'm going to do, I really need to lengthen the side stand a little bit if I can. But we're getting very, very close to something quite usable. I've got a bash plate, crankcase bash plate that I want to fit as well, just like the Scrambles Cub has got, because we may be doing some gentle green laning on this in the near future, in the company of a very nicely and tastefully trialised Kawasaki Z200 of all things, would you believe, a friend of mine has got. I just saw it for the first time today. So hopefully we'll get out and about on the Tiger Cubs, and we might see this little Kawasaki, which I can assure you is very nicely done. warmed up a little, as it already has done, it's not so prone to cutting out when you open the throttle. I can stop the engine by snapping the throttle open, but I can also stop it by opening the throttle just a little too suddenly when the engine's cold, and it will stop it. I don't know about anybody else, but I could listen to this thing all day. I also just noticed this time while I've been filming it, it's got a nice burble on the overrun. I haven't noticed before. There. That's got a, I will have to put some sort of kill switch or ignition switch on it, but like the Scrambles Cub replica, you can stop it by snapping the throttle open. But yes, I'm quite pleased with that little burble it's got on the overrun after you shut the throttle. I hadn't picked up on that before with this silencer. I think it sounds great with it. I hope a few others will as well, and perhaps people in and around the village might appreciate it more than a straight through bark of a Scrambles pipe, although that was enjoyable to a degree in itself. I think this is far more civilized, and like I say, once it's geared up a bit, it'll make less of a racket. So we can probably see we've got the 54 tooth sprocket there, and there's the 48. That'll make a big difference, and I think it'll be the first time I'll have ridden one with the close ratio gearbox on so high a gearing, so that should be interesting as well. Hopefully all that will be coming soon anyway. I won't waffle on anymore. Thanks for watching.